Only 2 spots left in the SEC Tournament semifinals. The Tennessee Lady Vols are in the house. Holly Warlick's club, winners of 4 of the last 6 crowns, and their fans, oh yeah, they're here as well. But the LSU Lady Tigers playing some of their best basketball, led by a former Lady Vol. Oh, baby, you better get your rest now. It's going to be a good one at the SEC Tournament.
Sounds of the Stone Mountain Chorus from here just outside of Atlanta. Smokey is here. The Lady Vols are here, and so are the Lady Tigers of LSU. And we are set to go with our final quarterfinal session of the 2014 SEC Women's Tournament. Auburn and Texas A&M in our nightcap. But right now, it's Tennessee and LSU. Hi, everybody. Dave Baker alongside the coach, Nell Fortner. Nell, always a lot of excitement when the Lady Vols come into the building. But when we talk about this game tonight, first of all, from an LSU standpoint, Danielle Ballard has been Miss Sunday. You never know what you're going to get from her on Thursday. She's been great on Sunday, and she was great last night.
Well, Danielle Ballard is definitely LSU's X factor. She had 25 points in LSU's win in Knoxville in the SEC opener this year. She's a tremendous rebounding guard, can score points and buckets. She needs to be big tonight.
Boy, and how about Tennessee? A lot of folks are saying, oh, what's going on with the Lady Vols early in the year, but they are playing their best basketball as they come into this event.
Well, they really are, and they're playing it behind their 2 leading scorers, Isabel Harrison and Megan Simmons. These 2 are a dominating inside-out presence. Isabel Harrison, she's a double-double waiting to happen every night. And Megan Simmons, she has yet to see a shot she doesn't like or incapable of hitting. These 2 have to be big tonight.
I'm just looking forward to the foot race between Simmons and Regine Moncrief. Oh, we got a good one tonight. LSU and Tennessee. We've got the starting lineups and the opening tip when we come right back.
For SEC basketball fans, the road to the Final Four goes through Atlanta at the SEC Men's Basketball Tournament. And while the players compete in the round-of-ball action at the Georgia Dome, fans can experience the awesome Sunkissed Soda SEC Fanfare event at the Outdoor International Plaza, just a 3-pointer from the Georgia Dome. Meet former SEC basketball stars, compete in interactive games and attractions, and much more. Before your favorite team hits the hardwood, hit the Sunkissed Soda SEC Fanfare. March 13th through March 16th. Admission is free.
Unbelievable! This is the stuff of legends!
Quest for glory, the best of the Pac-12. Light it up.
Yes! Oh, he nails it!
Live from Las Vegas on Fox Sports 1.
Off the glass.
A battle for the title.
Takes it all the way to the rack.
A shot at greatness.
Game over!
The Pac-12 tournament begins Thursday on Fox Sports 1.
We are Buffalo. We are Sports Out.
The joint is jumping tonight. The Lady Vols are in the house. And you'll see a lot of folks, even Tennessee fans, in purple tonight, because this is a night where the SEC's got the initiative going to back Pat. We back Pat. And we are proud to be a part of that. And for the purple-clad LSU Tigers, you see that starting lineup. John Kinney, the senior, Plaisance, the senior, McKinney, the senior, all played really well last night in their opening win. And for the Lady Vols of Tennessee, we talked about the fact that they are playing their best basketball down the stretch. Carter, the freshman, along with Simmons, Burdick, Graves, and Harrison. Look at that balance. Players from every different class in that starting five.
And isn't that what we're used to watching Tennessee do year in and out, year out? McDonald's All-Americans, high school All-Americans up and down that roster.
Boy, this is going to be a good basketball game tonight. These two teams split their 2 regular season meetings. They met for the last time just 1 week ago.
Has the whole energy in the building changed from this afternoon, early afternoon, to right now? It's amazing.
So you see Shanice McKinney ready to jump against Izzy Harrison. LSU in the purple, Tennessee in the white. Bev Roberts, our lead official, with Kelly Johnson and Eric Koch. And we are playing in the SEC.
LSU opening up in a man-to-man defense, which is sometimes out of character for them. They like that matchup zone, but they're going man against the Lady Vols.
Simmons comes out and fires early. And Tennessee starts off with an offensive rebound.
You know, Dave, I think one of the reasons they're going man is the rebounding. You've got to put bodies on Tennessee. They will kill you on the boards, which they did in the first 2 meetings with LSU.
Ball on the deck, and they're going to call a block. First foul of the night goes against Plaisance.
Well, that's a player for LSU that cannot get into foul trouble. She has to be on the floor for as many minutes as possible, but she picks up the blocking foul right there on Bashar Graves.
And that is the downside to the man-to-man.
Well, it is. If you're not ready to move your feet, and then it's Bashar Graves is excellent off the dribble. She is a powerful physical post player, hard to guard.
6'2" sophomore from Clarksville, Tennessee. Comes in averaging almost 10 points and 6.5 rebounds a game. The other thing with Plaisance is she's not the type to back off and say, hey, I don't want to pick up a foul early in the game. She's going to challenge everything.
Well, she is. She's a good shot blocker. She likes to go after balls.
Kinney. Tennessee looking to push the tempo. And the pass is a bit too tall for Harrison. First turnover of the night for the Lady Vols.
You don't see Andrea Carter turn the ball over very often, but she saw Izzy Harrison out in front of the defense. I thought it was a pretty good decision. Ball just a little off the fingertips.
And that's what I like about Tennessee. They don't have to push it all the time, but they will look for their opportunities, and when they have them, they will do so. And LSU returns the favor as the Tigers turn it over. Opening moments of the final quarterfinal session of the 2014 SEC Women's Tournament. Texas A&M and Auburn coming up after this one. Whistle. And there's a travel that's called against Harrison.
You know, the energy in the building right now, both teams having to settle in. It makes for a tremendous atmosphere right now, but they know how much is at stake right now to move forward to tomorrow's games.
Boy, and that was a pass that Kinney didn't have anything on. And that was an easy pickoff for Graves.
Great read by Bashar Graves to get into the passing lane on that skip pass.
I love that kid. Kinney got that last pass stolen, and she just no-looked a skip pass all the way across the court.
Teresa Plaisance nails a 3. That's what makes her such a hard guard. She's 6'5" and can really score from so many places on the floor.
Boy, look at Tennessee go to work inside, and McKinney got a block. Ballard got a steal. Boy, you want to talk about energy in the building now. Holly Warlick is over there about to play some defense the way she's moving on the sideline.
Well, everybody's stating their case right now in the coaching area.
Kenny looking to go to work again. There's another one of those passes. Oh, John Kenny did not get discouraged by that first interception.
Well, really nice job for LSU to take advantage of Tennessee's pressure man defense, getting hard out in the passing lanes, and Plaisance has a nice backdoor cut, and Kenny feeds her.
And after the quick Tennessee start, LSU has its first lead. Harrison. Oh, my gosh. LSU is going to have to figure something out on the glass because Tennessee is wearing them out right now.
Well, if you're playing man-to-man defense, one of the reasons why, so you can put bodies on people on shots, and that's one area where LSU is just not taking advantage of that. Tennessee is a tremendous rebounding team. They go hard to the glass.
Burdick just inside the line. And Tennessee has gotten some looks, but they have not converted. They're only 1 of 5, and here's Ballard.
That's what she does best, Dave, is an open court basketball player. She loves to take it 94 feet, make a move at the end, and score. And there she is with a strong finish for the and one.
Are you one of those metrics coaches? You know, everybody has numbers for everything there.
Well,
I just wondered because of Danielle Ballard. I mean, she was literally like 5 or 6 points per game better on Sundays than she was on Thursdays in conference play.
Well, I don't have an answer for that as far as her numbers go. No, I'm not a numbers person really unless it's about who's the leading scorer. I like that number.
Yeah, that final score. What a nice drive. Can't finish, though, and another offensive rebound.
The work that Bashar Graves is doing on the offensive boards is tremendous. She's got to get some finishes on those.
Plaisance. And she throws up the 3 goggles.
Transition defense right there for Tennessee. You got to get matched up with those shooters. And you know, he's hitting 2 threes now. I know where she is.
Oh, and McKinney challenges that shot. How about the intensity both ways in this game? Fans are into it, too.
Well, again, it doesn't look like there's a lot of love lost between these two teams. They're both 1-1 against each other this year, but McKinney lets her have it on that one. There's no question about that.
She got an awful lot of ball with that shot, too. Wow. Love this pace early on. Graves back at the free throw line. Now, here's a deal to watch early. Now, Tennessee has 7 offensive rebounds, but they're only 1 of 8 from the field. You've got to convert in those situations.
Well, you're absolutely right. You work so hard to get the old board. You got to get up there and finish the shot or at least get fouled and get yourself to the free throw line.
5 offensive rebounds for the Lady Vols. They missed both of the free throws. Jasmine Jones, 6'2" sophomore from Madison, Alabama, in there now for Sierra Burdick. And Ballard is 2 for 2.
You see the crossover dribble Danielle Ballard has. That's what people call ankle breakers. I mean, she has one of the best crossover dribbles you'll see in the game.
Oh, my goodness. Tennessee is 1 of 8 from the field. LSU is 5 for 6. And Holly Warlick wants to talk it over. The Lady Tigers with an early 8-point lead over the Lady Vols.
This moment, it's been 40 years in the making. Passing the torch from father to son is why your family partnered with Regions in the first place. From succession planning to your first day as CEO, Regions shares your vision for moving forward. And at moments like this, that makes all the difference. Is your business at a turning point? Turn to Regions.
Welcome to Toyota's #1 for everyone sales event.
Matt Kenseth, what are you doing here?
Well, I do know a little about Toyota's being #1.
We're here to buy a Camry. Good timing. Great choice.
It took me to Victory Lane 7 times last year.
Can I get you to sign something?
Sure.
Oh.
Can you write you to man?
Now at Toyota's #1 for everyone sales event. Get 0% APR for 60 months on a new 2014.5 Toyota Camry. That's 0% APR. Toyota, let's go places.
The day we rescued Riley was a truly amazing day. Without Angie's List, I don't know if we could have found all the services we needed for our Riley.
For over 18 years, we've helped people take care of the things that matter most. Join today at angieslist.com.
Right here at Table 8, little Karen debuted a haircut she did all by herself. A couple on their first date agreed to a second date next week. And roommates filled up before their final leg to Yellowstone. And that was just at one table, in one day, at one Chili's. More life happens here.
Hey, Kanika here, and you're watching Sports South.
12-4. LSU on top. The number 6 Tennessee, the second seed in this 2014 Women's SEC tournament. And boy, is LSU clicking early now.
Well, they are. They've got great energy right now. And there's a great connection between John Kinney and Teresa Plaisance. Plaisance feeling it from inside, outside. And how about Ballard in the crossover? That's a beautiful move, people. That is one heck of a basketball move. But right now, Tennessee's got to come back out of this timeout huddle and match LSU's energy right here. And keep your eye on Megan Simmons. She's only taken one shot attempt. I would imagine she's going to put the ball up here pretty quick.
Now, that's a great graphic by our crew to show who scored the points, but that by no means tells the whole story because McKinney has played some great defense. Kenny has been distributing the basketball. She's already got a couple of assists.
Well, LSU has to have all 5 players really playing connected as a collective 5 to win ball games.
And right out of the timeout, you said Megan Simmons had not been a factor. She dumps it down to Simmons or for Harrison for the bucket.
Well, that's the 1-2 punch combination that works so well for Tennessee.
Goodness gracious. Deshaun Harden getting in on the act as well. Sheila Boykin has just checked into the LSU lineup, number 42, the junior from Los Angeles. Simmons 0 for 2 now from outside. Jones gets her first rebound.
Deshaun Harden really doing a good job staying tight on Megan Simmons, making it very difficult to catch the ball first off.
Oh, I think somebody pointed something out over there in that timeout.
Well, a little high-low right there. Izzy Harrison has the longest arms. You get that ball up in the air to her, she can go get it.
I think somebody in that timeout said, ladies, this is Izzy Harrison. Please welcome her. Make her feel welcome.
She needs to touch the ball a lot. There's no question. She is a hard matchup for any post defender.
Simmons going to work. Still hadn't gotten one to go. Ballard with an opening. She saw that kind of like the Red Sea opening up at half court and took advantage of it.
Well, she did. Jasmine Jones defending her, and Jasmine Jones is really a nice defender, nice athlete from the University of Tennessee. They bring her in off the bench to go guard really good guards out top. Her 6'2" size can really create problems, but when you have a ball handler with the skill of a Danielle Ballard, that is a tough guard to defend.
Ballard is 74% free throw shooter during the regular season, but only 67% in league play. Harrison gets her first break now. And Mercedes Russell, the 6'6" freshman from Springfield, Oregon, checks in. The other young lady I'm keeping my eye on is Andrea Carter. She is really breathing out there. They're playing hard, but how excited must she be from being right here in Flowery Branch, where the Falcons train. She's probably got ticket issues this weekend.
Well, tremendous high school player at Buford High School, not far from where we are right now.
No, it's not. That's Simmons' game. Still 0 for Friday. Kenny's trailing. They found it. Oh, you can see that coming from over here.
Well, I tell you, LSU is clicking on all cylinders. And right now, Tennessee has got to find a way to stop the bleeding because LSU has great confidence. Ball pressure has to be tremendous by the Volunteers.
There's Carter's first shot. It doesn't hit anything. Tennessee is now 3 of 14 from the field. And after that Kenny jumper, LSU is 7 for 9, Coach. 4 out of 6 from outside the arc.
Well, and just it's the confidence. You just see LSU really just, it's all over their body language right now.
Wow.
Okay, the bank is now open, but I'm not sure she called that one. Does it still count?
When you're on the other bench and something like this is going on, you just gotta hope it gets turned around before it gets too bad, don't you?
Well, you can try and weather the storm as a coach, or you can call some timeouts to try to continue to settle your kids down, but more importantly, to stop the momentum that LSU has right now.
That's the one thing you look at in a situation like this. Is it a little change of defense or something just to try to take them out of rhythm? Because Tennessee is not playing bad. They've shot the ball poorly, but they're not playing badly. It's just that LSU is executing so well.
LSU has the hot hand, and whatever you can do, whether you change your defense into a zone or into just something different to get LSU out of offensive rhythm.
That's what she's doing. She's taking off the jacket. Try a little something different.
Looks like they're getting into a zone defense right now, a little 1-2-2, just to stop LSU's rhythm. Make them have to think more offensively.
As a coach, were you able to say, gosh, they're just playing so well right now, or are you always thinking we're not doing something that we should?
No, you can give the other team credit. At times, the players know exactly what's going on the floor.
Oh, I know the players do. I'm asking about those of you that coach. And they're going to get Boykin for the hold. That was nice position by Sierra Burdick.
You know, right now, Tennessee's got to come down and trust each other and run some offense. Just move the ball and get a really nice look at the basket, but get that ball inside. You've got 6'6" Mercedes Russell in there right now. Nice offensive player. Get that ball inside, but run a little offense right here and get the easiest shot on the floor.
So McKinney's checking in now. Plaisance gets her first rest, and for the first time, Regine Moncrief checks in. The outstanding freshman from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. She tweaked that knee back on February 23rd, and the LSU folks said last night was the first time she'd looked like her old self in a couple of weeks. Simmons got away from her, though. And Tennessee finally gets a bucket on the stick back.
Nice offensive rebound by Sierra Burdick, who's really been playing so well as of late. But she can help Tennessee a lot on these offensive boards.
Kenny got a good look. And Moncrief is going to come in and commit the foul. Sometimes if you're on the short end of one of these deals, it's just one basket that makes a difference.
Well, and the one thing you have to do is if you're Tennessee, you just have to weather the storm a little bit right now. You've got LSU's off to a fast start. It's hard to maintain that kind of energy for 40 minutes. You can't lose your confidence. And again, you've got to run some solid offense on the other end and take some high percentage shots.
Simmons is 0 for 5 to start off.
You see the face guard going on with Regine Moncrief and Megan Simmons. I mean, they're working hard to keep the ball out of Simmons' hands.
Oh, these two are going at it. It's been a good one early here in Duluth.
Here's to being one of one. A true one of a kind.
For SEC basketball fans, the road to the Final Four goes through Atlanta at the SEC Men's Basketball Tournament. And while the players compete in the round-of-all action at the Georgia Dome, fans can experience the awesome Sunkissed Soda SEC Fanfare event at the Outdoor International Plaza, just a three-pointer from the Georgia Dome. Meet former SEC basketball stars, compete in interactive games and attractions, and much more. Before your favorite team hits the hardwood, hit the Sunkissed Soda SEC Fanfare, March 13th through March 16th. Admission is free.
The authority on the origins and composition of meteorites and scientist on the first spacecraft missions to Mars is one person, Dr. Hap McSween, Distinguished Professor at the University of Tennessee. A rock flying through space is also a specialty of Tennessee alum R.A. Dickey, big league knuckleballer and best-selling author. At UT, we appreciate and encourage unique and creative minds.
The University of Tennessee. Big Orange, big ideas.
22-10, LSU on top of 6th-ranked Tennessee, the number 2 seed in this SEC Women's Tournament. And this has been a series, at least this year, Nell, that has been defined by runs and comebacks.
Well, it sure has, and it's interesting to me that both teams won on the other team's home floor. You know, that's a tough place to win in Knoxville. It's a tough place to win in Baton Rouge. So give both of these teams credit for that. But right now, LSU has found a way to, I don't want to say overpower, but their energy, their confidence level right now has them playing at a very high level.
Tennessee off the inbound. Carter can't get it to go, but there is another offensive rebound.
Just a great job by Sierra Burdick getting on the offensive boards. Her experience this year as a junior has really, she's just gotten better and better as the season's gone.
That is the 8th offensive rebound for Tennessee, and we are not yet at the midway point of the first half.
Well, you knew those were going to start paying off. If you keep giving up that many offensive rebounds, they're going to score. And Tennessee is great on the O boards.
And how about Russell coming over and blocking the shot of Regine Moncrief? Kenny off the dribble. That was not a good selection, but the shot clock was running down.
Well, a great defensive stand for Tennessee on that play right there, because even though John Kenny got a tough three-point look, she can knock those down. You got to make sure you're always contesting her three-pointers.
Moncrief, Kenny, Harden plays Sants and McKinney. And Russell can't hold on to it. Good interior defense that time by the Lady Tigers.
Well, it really was. You got to send that ball high to Mercedes Russell. She's 6'6", long arms. You can put it up as high as you want. She can go get it.
5 turnovers against Tennessee. The Lady Vols look like they might be in a 2-3 or something now, Coach?
They're in a little 2-3 zone. They came out of that. They got in that last 2 timeouts ago.
Well, I don't know what they're going to do if LSU keeps shooting the ball like this. LSU on the year, a 42% field goal shooting team. They're shooting 62% from the field so far, and they should have had another one. They had the numbers, and they had a layup set up, and just too far for Kenny to handle.
You know, good hands right there by John Kenny, and Dejon Harden just couldn't quite send the ball there. But, you know, take the turnover. Keep the ball. Keep the steal and run some offense. Make sure you're not giving the ball back to Tennessee right here and let them get the hot hand.
Nice crossover. Simmons had it blocked, and she's still looking for her first field goal. Shot clock at 5. And another block. Moncrief got that one.
Well, it's like every shot that the Lady Vols take, it's a tough shot. It's a contested shot. It's a physical shot.
Kenny. See, and I guess when it starts going like this, you know, it seems like every shot LSU is getting is a good shot and an open shot. And there's a lot of confidence. And like you said, it seems like Tennessee is squeezing everything. Harrison going to try to get something going, and she won't.
Well, the difference right now, Dave, is Tennessee's trying to create all of their own shots. LSU is running some offense and getting players moving and coming off of screens and getting some good looks. So, and that's been the difference right now. So it's creating good shots for LSU.
What's that thing you coaches say all the time as you look at that field goal percentage? Be quick, but don't be in a hurry. Tennessee's just in a hurry right now.
You know, sometimes when you get down like this, you get a little panicked and you're trying to hit that 10-point shot.
You're right. Nice pass. That's a pretty play.
Really beautiful offensive transition. Jordan Reynolds has come in off the bench and is really, and all season long she's done this. She gives quality minutes in that guard position for Tennessee.
Gives you a physical presence out there, too. The freshman from Portland, Oregon. Here she comes with a basketball. And Moncrief got her second block of the half.
You know, remember, Dave, Ariel Massengale, Tennessee's starting point guard, she has been out since the Florida SEC game about 10 games ago. So this is a Tennessee team who's had to adjust. Without Ariel Massengale, she averages 12 points a game. She's been the leader on the floor. So they've had to really do a good job of transitioning without her on the floor.
See Massengale there on the Tennessee bench. They said it was a facial injury, and as you mentioned, 10 games she's been out. And another block for the Lady Tigers. That is their fourth block of the first half. And Ballard had it knocked away. Eric Koch doesn't know which way it should go. Kelly Johnson coming in to help him, and I don't think either one of them saw it. I think they're going to go to the arrow.
Well, Megan Simmons did a good job of stopping the ball, and then Andrea Carter came down and trapped. And that's really, when Danielle Ballard gets going, you need two people to help to stop her. But right here, looks like Simmons got hit right in the gut.
I didn't see what they called, whether they called it an arrow or they called it off of Ballard. Because the possession arrow did not change. Fifth turnover against LSU.
With the long arms of Teresa Plaisance right there, got a hand deflection, led to the steal for LSU.
Tennessee 6 of 22 from the field. They've got 16 rebounds, but they've turned it over 8 times. And as well as they've played, there's at least a handful of plays like that LSU is not connected on, or this could be an even bigger lead. Still, it's the Lady Tigers on top of the Lady Vols by double digits.
Headed out of town for those big away games? Then book a clean, comfortable room for the lowest price of any national chain at Motel 6. That's what you call a classic layup. We'll leave the light on for you. Official economy lodging partner of basketball fans.
Spring is calling. Get 10% off all major appliances $3.99 or more at Lowe's.
BTN has the Big Ten covered from every angle, 7 nights a week. We are home to college football's most iconic brands and have proven to be the nation's premier basketball conference. Plus, Emmy-nominated original programming and the people who know the Big Ten better than anyone else. BTN, your home for Big Ten every night of the week.
Tournament, presented by New York Life, only on America's new sports network, Fox Sports 1.
27-14, LSU on top of Tennessee. The Lady Vols got off to a quick start, but once LSU took a 5-4 lead, there was no looking back. How about Holly Warlick, the Tennessee coach? Remember the 1980 SEC tournament champions and Nikki Caldwell? Not only as a player, but as an assistant coach with Holly. Dean Lockwood there as well. And then in the 2013 SEC semifinals. And Nikki gave birth, what, a day after the tournament in 2012? Justice is here. Celebrated birthday number 2 yesterday.
Well, it is amazing. The coaching excellence that's going on.
Oh, my gosh.
The player excellence that these two coaches performed at Tennessee. And to think that Holly played in the very first SEC tournament. Won it in Stokely Arena in Knoxville, Tennessee in 1980.
So Lady Vols back to work, trying to cut into this LSU lead. Nice look from Simmons. And Burdick was fouled.
So I really like the offense run right there by Tennessee. They're really doing a good job of executing that offensively. You see LSU switching some on-ball screens, some handoffs, and they ended up putting 2 defenders on one, and they got that open look right there by Sierra Burdick on the slip of the screen. I just think Tennessee needs to settle down and really run some offense. Don't try to be quick shooting the ball right now because it's just they're not getting in any kind of offensive rhythm.
No. It's like one pass, dribble and shot.
You know, with all the offensive weapons that Tennessee has on the floor, you know, you run a little bit of offense, 5-6, reverse the ball a little bit and let the defense make some mistakes and give you some better offensive looks.
John Kinney back in there for LSU.
I love Andrea Carter's defense. She has the quick feet. She's smart. Does a good job of keeping Danielle Ballard in front of her, and that's a hard thing to do.
Yes, it is. Harden. Wow. Wow. Are they shooting the basketball? Harden 2 for 2 from outside the arc tonight. She came into this game 1 for her last 27 from three-point range. And that's a nice bucket inside by Harrison.
Great job of feeding that high-low. Izzy Harrison working hard to get position on plaisance in the middle of the paint. An excellent pass by Sierra Burdick.
So despite that defense by Carter, they want to put Ballard at the point to start that offense. Now can the Lady Vols capitalize? No. Offensive foul, Carter.
The smartest player in the league when it comes to taking charges, John Kinney. She picks up at least 1 a game. I'm going to jump out there and say probably 4 a game.
She not only gets herself in position, but she sells it pretty well when she gets there. Boy, if that thing had gone in.
Got a quick release, doesn't she?
She does. And that time, Reynolds lost the dribble. So Tennessee trying to come back. 2 turnovers on a charge and a palming call, and the Lady Vols have turned it over 10 times here in the first half.
Well, you can see right now with Megan Simmons not scoring points for Tennessee, you can see how that hurts their ability to really get a lot of points on the board. She has to start really working hard to get those shots that she's comfortable with.
One LSU Tiger that has not gotten untracked offensively has been Regine Moncrief. Simmons in that boat for Tennessee. Boy, and Harden is still down. Bucket is scored. Oh, my goodness.
Well, she took a hard, I don't know if it was a shoulder or an elbow, right to the above an eye right there, I think off of Megan Simmons. We're going to...
Boy, and Nikki Caldwell, she does not get real demonstrative toward the officials very often, but she is hot.
We're going to see this right now, just Megan trying to make a move, and it looks like maybe her shoulder got into Regine Moncrief right there. Nothing intentional or...
I don't think so. It looked like...
Not at all.
From that angle, it looked like Moncrief might have actually...
Well, I'm surprised they didn't call a foul, actually, on it. That was a lot of contact right there.
Well, it was, but what I was saying from my first look at it, it looked like Moncrief was almost the one that got the contact going, that initiated it.
Oh, yeah, the foul would have been on Moncrief if a call had been made. I agree. Hopefully she's okay and to be able to get back in the game. But you see how hard Megan Simmons is having to work for a shot, Dave. First of all, she's having to work extremely hard to get open. And then when she gets the ball, I don't know, she's expended a lot of energy already this half, just trying to get the ball in her hands.
I tell you, the other thing I like, too, is I like the way that Bev Roberts and this officiating crew, they go over and look at it. They look at it and they make a decision, and they don't look at it and look at it and look at it and look at it.
Well, in that, it's good that they've allowed the officials to use the monitor in a lot more situations now, just to have a little bit better control of the basketball game.
Well, you want to get it right. That's the main thing.
Right. Tennessee Tennessee matching up hard in their man defense.
Boy, they were matching up hard, but that is just too easy to allow that entry pass to play on.
When you're 6'5" and you have long arms, and you can hit a hook shot off the glass, that's pretty tough to defend.
That right there, Nell, is exactly what you're talking about with Tennessee just trying so hard because Harrison didn't need to clear Plaisance out like that. You're right. Just slow down. Just get down the floor and run some offense. And it's just, how many times do we see Tennessee having to play from behind? So it's not a situation where they've had a lot of experience. They've had some, but they're normally the one putting the pounding on somebody. Now, all that being said, they're still only down by 12. Exactly. Which is a credit to the way they've battled each and every night. Another pass. Plaisance couldn't get that one to go. Great hustle by Reggie Moncrief to keep the ball alive. She got in there and got the deflection, which led to Danielle Ballard getting it back. Boy, and everybody on the floor. That defense was started by Reynolds, who got it back and went behind the back. What a play by Jordan Reynolds. Beautiful play by the Lady Vols. You can see how hard they're fighting to get themselves in this ball game, get their energy back. Now their fans who've come to the arena at Gwinnett Center trying to do the same. Plaisance with the silencer. She is so steady and so calm. Just a dependable player night in and night out. One thing they've not forced her to do is really put the ball on the deck. She's been able to catch and shoot a lot tonight. That's an excellent point. That would not be her strong point to have to go create a shot off the dribble. Oh, how about that creation? Bashara Graves on the drive. She is so tough. Just a blue-collar worker. Brings her lunch pail to work every day. Kenny got a little too frisky with that pass. The Lady Vols trying to get back in this one and erase a big LSU lead. So how else do you do it? Just old-fashioned hard work. Players dropping all over the floor right here. Tennessee gets the ball. Nice dish right here to Izzy Harrison for the finish. It's a 10-point ball game.
Come into Captain D's for fresh-made seafood meals at a price you'll love. Enjoy a variety of batter-dipped, fresh-grilled, and hand-breaded favorites like our Southern-style fish tenders. Plus, customize your meal with your choice of 2 sides. For full meals starting at just $4.99, it's gotta be D's.
I reckon a storm's a brewing.
Reckon so.
Reckon you got a hotel?
Reckon no.
Reckon Priceline Express deals can get you a great deal wherever you mosey.
You reckon? We reckon.
Vámonos! The spring hotel sale is on at Priceline.com. Save up to 60% on any Express Deal hotel when you use code SPRING14. I reckon this is one deal you won't want to miss.
I can't think of anything you don't use electricity for. We're always upgrading our system every day, putting up new equipment, new switches, transformers. We use technology to serve our customers better. When it's more reliable, that means that there's people lights stay on, and that's our goal, to keep people lights on. Georgia Power is 24/7, 365 days a year. What I do makes a difference. It just makes me feel a part of the bigger picture.
Come into Captain D's for fresh-made seafood meals at a price you'll love. Enjoy a variety of batter-dipped, fresh-grilled, and hand-breaded favorites like our Southern-style fish tenders. Plus, customize your meal with your choice of 2 sides. For full meals starting at just $4.99, it's gotta be D's.
We are the fourth. We are Georgia.
Boy, Tennessee and LSU going at it against the Lady Tigers with a 10-point lead over the Lady Vols. Tennessee without a three-pointer. They've got that huge advantage in terms of points in the paint.
Well, and that's an area that LSU really has to keep their eye on because you don't want Tennessee to continue just scoring those kind of points in the paint. When you're holding them from the arc, you've got to take those paint points away as well.
What have the Lady Vols drawn up out of the break? They had Harrison, didn't get it to her. This time they did, and Kenny got a hand on it. No, excuse me, that's Peterson.
The credit LSU right there, Danielle Ballard. Harrison had position on her defender, but Ballard was in there heavy on the help defense, waiting on that pass.
And Peterson, number 4, sophomore from Copenhagen, Denmark, in there for the first time tonight for LSU. Boy, Kenny's played awfully well. But about the last 3 times down, she put up a quick 3, then 2 ill-advised passes, and that's 9 turnovers against LSU. And that's the first bucket of the night for Megan Simmons.
Well, that's the player right there that LSU does not want to get hot. But once Megan Simmons hits her first one, watch out.
She believes in quality and quantity.
Well, like I said, there's really not a shot she hasn't seen that she didn't like. And when she gets going, she's hard to stop.
Tennessee has turned up the defense. 2 on the shot clock, and that one was blocked. Here comes Burdick. There she goes. And possession will stay with the Lady Vols.
Absolutely one of my favorite offensive rebounders in the college game today, and that is Bashar Graves. I have never seen a player go after a ball like she does.
Why is she so good at it?
I think she has great vision. She watches the path of the ball, knows where it's going to come off on the miss, and gets there before anybody else. It is absolutely amazing how she reads that ball.
Simmons couldn't get that one to go. Once again, it's a Tennessee rebound. The Lady Vols with a 23-11 advantage on the glass.
And those are the kind of numbers, Dave, that will keep you in ball games. It always gives you a chance all the time when you're out rebounding an opponent by that many boards.
Burdick couldn't hit. Simmons was trying to get her teammates to pull it out and reset the offense. And how about that block by Reynolds? Peterson still in the backcourt. Lady Vols with numbers. And another offensive rebound. That one in the stick back by Mercedes Russell. 12th offensive rebound. And the 10th second chance point for the Lady Vols. A 14-second difference between the game and shot clock. And LSU, after playing so well, needing a bucket. Shot clock at 4. I don't know if we're going to get one off. No, they stepped on the line. Nikki Caldwell's going to get Rena Hill in there, the 5'7" freshman from Nagoya, Japan. Wants to get Ballard out of there before she picks up her second foul. Tennessee with 15 seconds left. And a chance to cut further into what was a big double-digit lead. 15 is the margin that the Lady Tigers led by at one time. And Simmons had it blocked. Clay Santz with the defensive play. Tennessee ends the half on a 16-7 run. LSU led at 27-12 at the 9:30 mark. LSU was up 34-28 at the 9:30 mark. And after that, LSU saw Tennessee go on a 27-12 run. Let's go to Nell Fortner. Nell?
Nikki, Tennessee ended that run on ended the half on a 16-0 run. What will you have to do to stop them in the second half?
Well, first it starts with our shot selection. We've got to make sure that we're doing what we did to get the lead. And defensively, we had some breakdowns. So we got to come back and be better on the defensive end.
You started off so hot offensively in the first half. How will you continue that in the second half?
Well, just keeping the game simple. Don't rush the shot. It's going to be there. And just have fun out there.
Thanks, Nikki.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nell. Great first half of basketball. LSU 34 and the Lady Vols of Tennessee 28. We're coming right back, and the commissioner of the Southeastern Conference will join us as we continue from the women's SEC tournament.
You're saying I can get AT&T's network with a data plan and unlimited talk and text for as low as $45 a month?
$45 a month.
Wow. No annual contract?
No annual contract.
No long-term agreement?
No long-term agreement.
Really?
Really?
Okay, so what's the catch?
There is no catch.
Okay, I'm obviously getting nowhere with you. I'm going to need to speak with a supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
Oh, finally, someone I can talk to.
It's not complicated. New smartphone plans starting at $45 a month with no annual contract. Only from AT&T.
It's the acceptance letter. Studying under the oaks, azaleas in the spring, Tiger Stadium in the fall, groundbreaking research committing to the cause. Amazing discoveries, a crawfish bowl with friends, grooving on the grounds. Tiger Stripes, love your alma mater, is walking across that stage. The time of your life, love purple, live gold.
I mean, he's just carving his ball club apart right now.
Big strikeout for the left-hander.
Same thing each and every inning.
This Sunday, take an amazing journey from the Big Bang to the theory of evolution, from the origins of life to a mass extinction, from the secrets of sunlight to the mysteries of the cosmos.
Our entire universe emerged from a point smaller than a single atom.
Join host Neil deGrasse Tyson for the worldwide premiere event, Cosmos, a Space-Time Odyssey, this Sunday at 9 on these Fox networks.
The Braves are back, and they're making a lot of moves and making a lot of noise around the league, and we're just getting started.
Across the South, catch the Atlanta Braves 2014 season preview show, Monday at 11 on Fox Sports South. Brought to you by Yellowwood.
Hi, I'm Morgan, and you're watching Sports South.
Great basketball and a great family event here at the arena at Gwinnett Center. Number 6, Tennessee, the second seed in the SEC tournament, trailing LSU. And the commissioner of the Southeastern Conference, Commissioner Mike Slive, join us. Commissioner, number 1 RPI conference in the country, the fan support, the competition. It's been a great season for women's basketball.
It has, and it's just another great season and a long tradition of great seasons in this league. And, we've had at least 6 teams in the last 23 of 26 NCAA tournaments. And we'll be disappointed if we only have 6 this year, because we think we got 8 teams that ought to be in this tournament. But the tradition of basketball, women's basketball in the Southeastern Conference is extraordinary, and it's one of the things we're the most proud of.
Absolutely.
In your opinion, why is women's basketball so successful in the Southeastern Conference?
Well, I think all of our athletic programs are successful because everyone cares so much. It means a great deal. Our kids grow up in the South, and they realize how much people appreciate what they do. And so it's really part of the fabric. It's part of our DNA, and women's basketball is no exception to that now. So, what you see here when you see the crowd and the excitement and the interest in the game, the interest in the kids, it's all part of who we are.
The thing I think that is so impressive, Commissioner, is everybody talks about, okay, there's more television out there, so people aren't coming to games. But when you look at women's basketball, attendance is up everywhere. And, I mean, it's not nominal attendance. It's really good attendance at a lot of arenas.
We have the best attendance in women's basketball, men's basketball, baseball. Our football attendance is up again this year. Again, it's it's part of the fabric. What I love about the league is that it's a generational thing. I remember walking down the concourse, and I would see Mom and Dad and Grandma and Grandpa and John and Jane, and you just know that John and Jane are going to become Mom and Dad, Mom and Dad are going to become Grandpa and Grandpa, and we're going to continue the tradition. It's just part of who we are.
You look at this game here, and Holly Warlick and Nikki Caldwell both played in the league and are now two of the top coaches, and that's just a part of what you're talking about.
They didn't look like friends to me, though, during the first half of this game. I know they are, but they look mighty serious.
Can we talk about the SEC network for a minute?
Sure.
How will that change the face of the SEC and all the sports?
Well, it's going to give us a chance to publicize the student athletes a lot now. We're going to put a lot of women's basketball games on, for example. And, there's the old line of up close and personal, things you just can't do unless you have your own dedicated network. So we want the whole country to get to know the kind of kids that are playing basketball out here tonight.
And a big deal for you to get that contract signed with the Dish Network the other night.
It was
everything, a big first step.
Yeah, it made me pretty happy.
I bet it did. All right, thanks, Commissioner. We appreciate it. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for everything.
All right, we're coming back with more in just a minute. LSU on top of Tennessee in a good one here in the quarterfinals of the women's SEC tournament.
Welcome to Toyota's #1 for everyone sales event.
Matt Kenseth. What are you doing here? Well, I do know a little about Toyota's being #1.
We're here to buy a Camry. Good timing. Great choice.
It took me to victory lane 7 times last year. Can I get you to sign something? Sure.
Oh.
Can you write you to man?
Now at Toyota's #1 for everyone sales event. Get 0% APR for 60 months on a new 2014.5 Toyota Camry. That's 0% APR. Toyota, let's go places.
Alex dreams of writing for a traveling theater company. 3 months away from home could bring his life to a standstill. But his Regions app will help him greenlight his dream and manage his money from the road. From paying bills to making transfers, Regions Mobile Banking gives you the flexibility of banking to go. So you can give life the green light.
Yeah, what's up? You got a minute? I've got some.
Ready to move your life forward? Switch to Regions.
Headed out of town for those big away games? Then book a clean, comfortable room for the lowest price of any national chain at Motel 6. That's what you call a classic layup. We'll leave the light on for you. Official economy lodging partner of basketball fans.
Serve will judge on the ability to overcome the impossible. The track. The history.
Petty has won the race. Side by side, they fall.
Lady in Black shows no mercy to the weak.
Getting physical here at Darlington Raceway.
This place can bite you at any second.
Victory slips away.
We roll the 3 back into Darlington.
That is like nothing else.
Be part of history with Darlington's 65th anniversary.
Darlington, age to perfection.
Spring is calling. Get 10% off all major appliances $3.99 or more at Lowe's.
We are the Force. We are Georgia.
34-28. LSU on top of Tennessee. Our thanks to Commissioner Mike Slive again for checking in. And boy, this really is an event, this women's SEC tournament. Not only an event, but great basketball. South Carolina, an impressive win this afternoon over Georgia to move on to the semifinals against Kentucky, and that should be a dandy basketball game.
Well, it will be. And there's no question. Both of these teams are hungry to get to the finals, and that will be a good one.
And, of course, tonight, LSU and Tennessee. We're here at the break for that one. The Lady Tigers on top of the Lady Vols by 6. First half stats and highlights in a minute.
For SEC basketball fans, the road to the Final Four goes through Atlanta at the SEC Men's Basketball Tournament. And while the players compete in the round-of-all action at the Georgia Dome, fans can experience the awesome Sunkissed Soda SEC Fanfare event at the Outdoor International Plaza, just a 3-pointer from the Georgia Dome. Meet former SEC basketball stars, compete in interactive games and attractions, and much more. Before your favorite team hits the hardwood, hit the Sunkissed Soda SEC Fanfare, March 13th through March 16th. Admission is free.
The 2014 Kia Soul is sleeker and more sophisticated than ever. It has available features like heated front seats, UVO voice-activated infotainment system,
power folding mirrors, and so much more. Plus, it received an overall 5-star crash safety rating from NHTSA. Right now, get the Soul starting at $15,695 and see why it's one smart move.
The greatest part about coaching in the Southeastern Conference is the competition.
The best women's basketball conference in the country.
You're going against the best every day, every night, in every matchup.
Going against some of the best coaches in the game.
My goal is to obviously win and compete for championships, but my passion is to impact people's lives.
I coach because I love the game.
It's truly a blessing to have an opportunity to impact young people so that they in turn can go in the real world and impact lives.
Real experience, real insight.
We're following this explosive story.
Nothing gets by Greta. Then,
let me make this point. What was that all about?
There's no spin and no question. O'Reilly dominates. Plus, smart, sharp, and cutting edge.
It's the news of the day, but with a little heat.
Megan delivers. And Sean seals the deal with fearless talk.
What part of that aren't you understanding?
Most watched, most trusted. Fox News Channel.
On a quest for glory, the best of the Pac-12. Light it up.
Yes! Oh, he nails it!
Live from Las Vegas on Fox Sports 1.
Off the glass!
A battle for the title.
Takes it all the way to the rack!
A shot. And greatness.
Game over!
The Pac-12 tournament begins Thursday on Fox Sports 1.
We're the Fox Sports South girls, and you're watching Sports South.
Nikki Caldwell and her LSU Lady Tigers back out on the court here at the arena at the Gwinnett Center. 6-point halftime lead over Tennessee. Dave Baker, Neil Fortner here with you. What? Nothing surprises me in this league anymore. But the way this game went for most of the first half, how well LSU executed it, it took me kind of off guard.
Well, the pace was brutal also. They were up and down this floor like crazy, but it's like Nikki Caldwell said going into the half. LSU has to calm down, take better shots. The quick started shooting a little too quick. And Tennessee has to just execute in the half court. Just execute offensively in the half court, take better shots.
All right, let's take a look at the first half highlights, and there were many of those for the Lady Tigers.
Well, this is great recognition by Danielle Ballard to know that Plaisance is coming behind her. And how about 6'5", knocking down a three? And Jean Kinney really had a nice half. She can beat you in so many ways, but that three ball was working for her today. But what kept Tennessee in the ball game today? Offensive rebounding. Sierra Burdick, Bashar Graves. Here's Burdick up for one right there. Mercedes Russell off the bench right here, pulling down an O board. Well, it's a little easier when you're 6'6" and a turnaround jump shot. So the offensive rebounding has really helped Tennessee stay in the game.
There you see the numbers on Plaisance and Harrison. Tennessee with that 26-13 rebounding advantage. Of those 26 Lady Vol rebounds, 13 have been at each end of the court. Can they find the range from outside? That'll be one of the questions we'll answer in the next 20 minutes when we come right back.
Come into Captain D's for fresh-made seafood meals at a price you'll love. Enjoy a variety of batter-dipped, fresh-grilled, and hand-breaded favorites like our Southern-style fish tenders. Plus, customize your meal with your choice of 2 sides. For full meals starting at just $4.99, it's gotta be D's. Come into Captain D's for fresh-made seafood meals at a price you'll love. Enjoy a variety of batter-dipped, fresh-grilled, and hand-breaded favorites like our Southern-style fish tenders. Plus, customize your meal with your choice of 2 sides. For full meals starting at just $4.99, it's gotta be D's.
You want to save some time? The next time you rent a DVD, don't bother rewinding it. The way I see it, it's the next guy's problem.
Oh, Larry.
She thinks I'm crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But would a crazy person save 15% on car insurance in just 15 minutes?
15 minutes for a quote is crazy. With Esurance, 7.5 minutes could save you on car insurance. Welcome to the modern world. Esurance, backed by Allstate. Click or call.
Divorce is a serious thing. To the extent that you can save your marriage, you should.
No one knows this better than the attorneys at Cordell & Cordell. As many of you know, we focus on representing men in domestic relations cases. And most of our clients are captive to a process that they didn't choose. If they could have, they would have saved their marriage. Suddenly at issue are the assets that they've spent a lifetime accumulating, and what's more important, the role in their children's lives. If you're confronted with a marriage that you can't save, we hope that you'll consider Cordell & Cordell.
What a team! What a ride! What a night!
Thursday on Fox Sports South. Braves spring training is in full swing. Watch as they look to clip the Cardinals' wings during a sunny Florida showdown. Braves, Cardinals, Thursday at 1 on Fox Sports South. Brought to you by Nissan.
We are the Fourth. We are Sports South.
There's the commissioner, Georgia head coach Andy Landers, hoping for good news from the NCAA committee after their loss today to South Carolina. Here's a look at our leading scorer, Plaisance and Harrison. The only two in double figures. All right, Coach, how do you see the second half going for each side?
Well, I tell you, I think it could be well, there's just no telling right now. My first thing that I want to talk about is Megan Simmons. I think that she will have a different half this half. She's a competitive player. She didn't score offensively like she normally does. I think she's really going to work hard for her shots this half.
1 of 10 in the first half. 2 points. And LSU with the first possession of the second half. McKinney goes to work inside.
Really nice job attacking the block right off the bat. Put the pressure on the Lady Vol defense to have to defend that paint.
Here's Simmons that you talked about. Harrison bailed her out with the offensive board. And they say that Graves dribbled it off her foot.
And it did. It went right off her foot. And a really tough move right there. She was a little crowded. McKinney doing a good job moving her feet. Forcing Graves underneath the basket, so really nowhere for Bashar to go.
Tennessee has defended on the ball pretty well, but the one thing they've not defended well has been the entry pass. And there is a rare offensive rebound for LSU. Their third.
You know, one area where Megan Simmons can really up her offensive game is through her defensive game. Get some steals, turn it into transition offensive layups.
Boy, Plaisance got a good look and couldn't convert. Nice move. Oh, Harrison may have gotten away with an extra step there, and the Lady Vols throw it away.
Tennessee coming out just a little bit rattled here offensively.
Holly Warlick does not look like a happy camper right now.
Well, you know, she should have some concerns right now. Her team is not executing well enough offensively right now. They've got to make sure that they're taking good care of the basketball and getting good shots at the basket.
And Bev Roberts noticed some blood on the chin of Deshaun Harden. So she's over there being looked at by the Tennessee staff. I don't know whether it's on a chin or a lip.
Well, again, I like the rule where you get about 20, 30 seconds to get that cleaned up.
Common sense.
Right, and let the players stay on the floor.
And a steal. Oh, my goodness. Carter couldn't get it to go.
Well, it was a great defensive play by Andrea Carter. She's got to finish that shot. That's just the bottom line. You're trying to get your team back going. You've got to take advantage of those opportunities.
Tennessee 0 for 2, 2 field goals, and a missed layup in their first 3 possessions. Wow, Harrison took that right away from McKinney.
Beautiful offensive rebound.
Oh, my goodness, is she impressive. She She took a shot to the back of the head, too, and she's still kind of trying to shake it off. And Harden called for the foul.
This is Harrison up for the O board right here.
Oh, you see how her neck got
a little bent back.
Yes, it did. It's not supposed to go that way. And she's still feeling it, trying to play through it. Carter gets the Lady Vols' first bucket of the second half.
A beautiful lift on that jump shot. Great hang time by Andrea Carter.
And she's the young lady that can make a difference for the Lady Vols defensively. Look at her deny the basketball.
Quick hands, quick feet, laterally.
Harrison called for the foul as Kenny tried to thread it in there to Plaisance. It's her second.
That's a pretty tough call right there on Isabel Harrison. Both players go straight up trying to get the basketball. Not sure that was a foul right there. LSU having a hard time getting into anything rhythmically, offensively after the McKinney basket to open up the half for them. The pressure, it seems like Lady Vols have really upped the pressure defensively in this man defense.
Simmons called for the bump. And that is the fine line that you walk in terms of upping the defensive pressure, extending it, and can you do it without creating the contact?
Well, you're right. But Tennessee right now, you can tell they're trying everything that they can to really change their momentum.
And it's worked to a certain extent. Now can they convert? Good hands by Harden.
Well, we said it might be a tale of two halves, and right now it is. It's a much different looking game in this second half than it was in the beginning of the first half.
No question. Right back to Harrison. She has far and away been the most consistent of the Lady Vols tonight. That time they forced Plaisance to put it on a deck and she scored.
Well, those two just going at it against each other right there. Plaisance and Harrison. And big girls inside battling.
Harrison wants it again.
Excellent box out by Teresa Plaisance on Bashara Graves. And that is work. To keep Graves off the O board, you have to work hard.
Not a good pass by Plaisance.
Well, LSU got lucky on that day. That was a turnover right there.
Plaisance, last year's SEC scoring champion, as Simmons goes to the bench. Holly Warlick just trying to settle her down, and Ballard just fell trying to get the basketball. Just slipped, and Andrea Carter took advantage.
She gets down the floor so fast, Andrea Carter does, and finished that transition layup.
Kenny just inside the three-point line.
Lady Vols wanted a travel by Ballard, but she never left the floor, so good no call by the official right there.
11 for Jean Kenny. McKinney fouls Graves. It's the third against McKinney. The LSU lead at one point in time was 15. It's only 6 now as the Lady Vols have come back.
Welcome to Toyota's #1 for everyone sales event.
Matt Kenseth, what are you doing here? Well, I do know a little about Toyota's being #1.
We're here to buy a Camry. Good timing. Great choice.
It took me to victory lane 7 times last year. Can I get you to sign something? Sure.
Oh.
Can you write you demand?
Now at Toyota's #1 for everyone sales event. Get 0% APR for 60 months on a new 2014.5 Toyota Camry. That's 0% APR. Toyota, let's go places.
Déjame que vuelva a acariciar tu pelo.
Déjame que funda tu pecho en mi pecho. Volveré a pintar de colores el cielo. Haré que olvides una vez el mundo entero. Déjame tan solo que hoy roce tu boca. Déjame que voy a detener las horas. Volveré a pintar de azul el universo. Haré que todo esto solo sea un sueño.
Tournament, presented by New York Life, only on America's new sports network, Fox Sports 1.
Hey, Kanika here, and you're watching Sports South.
40-34. The LSU double-digit lead now down to just 6 in a really good inside matchup early on now.
Well, it is. It's the battle of the bigs today, Dave. Izzy Harrison with a nice touch off the glass. But Teresa Plaisance comes right back down the floor, takes it right at Harrison for the answer. It is bigs today. Harrison with 12, Plaisance with 16. These two are going at it hard.
You see Plaisance over her season average tonight. And Izzy Harrison right on it.
Shanice McKinney's had to have a seat right now with those 3 fouls. Ann Peterson on the floor for her. And we saw what she's capable of last night, Dave. She's got a nice shooting touch from beyond the arc, inside the arc. But she does not have the size that McKinney has inside. So this should be an advantage for Tennessee on those offensive boards again.
Braves got them both. And there you see Simmons talking to Kyra Elsie. Elsie trying to pump her up, get her back, restore that confidence.
Well, only 2 points on the night for Megan Simmons, and that's very unusual for her.
Simmons 1 for 11 from the field. Kenny. And Ballard got that offensive rebound. Plaisance was there as well. Harden chases down her own miss.
Just great hustle by LSU right now, doing their own work on the offensive boards.
5 offensive rebounds for the Lady Tigers. And now they go to Plaisance. Oh, what a play. They call a travel. Maybe they overpassed it one too many times.
Well, that's exactly right. Plaisance should have taken that shot right there. Good call on the officials. She shuffled her feet, Ann Peterson did.
Peterson in there giving McKinney a break. We still have not seen Regine Moncrief in the second half for LSU. Burdick can't connect from the baseline. Reynolds back in there for Tennessee.
It's a tough spot to pick your dribble up with, Danielle Ballard. Got to be careful about picking that dribble up too early.
Oh, my gosh. And look at Ballard stay with it. Reynolds got the block, and Ballard just kept going.
She's so strong, Dave. When she gets inside, she can take the physical hits and still continue to play.
Peterson guilty of that foul.
Go strong right here. The physicality does not bother her. She can stay with it, handle that physicality, and finish.
Foul by Peterson. Graves at the line. Tennessee has shot free throws well. Hill goes out, and Ballard will get a break at the 14:01 mark. And you see Regine Moncrief anxiously waiting for a chance. See what she did there? She moved up closer to the coach on the bench.
Well, that's what you do when you want to get in the game. You want to sit in that chair right next to the head coach.
Make that eye contact. Tennessee 7 of 10 from the line. LSU has only shot 3 free throws. Nice pass.
Okay, that was a beautiful pass. How about Plaisance, like a no-look behind the back to a backdoor cutting Deshaun Harden. Let's take a look at that again. Look at this pass. Now, that's nice. And that's one of those other intangible skills that Plaisance brings to you. Three-point. You have to guard her everywhere on the floor. Three-point shot on the block at the elbow.
Harden hits, and Harrison's going to come out after committing her 3rd foul. Mercedes Russell checks in. Not a surprise that Plaisance, a coach's kid, would have all that skill set. Her mom, the coach at Nicholls State.
Well, the thing I like about her is she's so steady. You know what you're going to get from her every night. She's a double-figure scorer, rebounder, passer.
And LSU had a free throw taken away. I think they got Hill for trying to move in after the basketball had already been administered to Harden. Kind of mental mistake you can't make in a game like this.
You really can't afford those because those will come back and haunt you at the end.
Like right there. They say that Carter was on the line. It's a long 2, and her 6th point of the night, and Simmons takes it away from Kenny.
Well, that's how she gets herself going. You see that look in her eye right now. She can create her offense from her defense, and she's done a better job of that all year long.
First time in a long time that Tennessee has been this close. And now the Lady Vols can tie or take the lead with a triple. And they're going to call a jump ball. What a play that was by Kenny to get in there and tie up Russell.
Well, did you see how quickly the LSU players just smothered Mercedes Russell when she got the ball under the basket? Look how they just smothering her right here. There's nowhere to go. Kenny's able to grab the ball, get the jump ball.
The aforementioned Regine Moncrief checks in, and off the deflection, Burdick gets the basket and ties this game at 43 all.
You know, I can't believe that play still works today. We've seen it twice in the SEC tournament already. Sierra Burdick, excellent recognition of the defense with their back to her. She gets the easy 2-point bucket off the inbounds play.
Come into Captain D's for fresh-made seafood meals at a price you'll love. Enjoy a variety of batter-dipped, fresh-grilled, and hand-breaded favorites like our Southern-style fish tenders. Plus, customize your meal with your choice of 2 sides. For full meals starting at just $4.99, it's gotta be D's.
Looking sharp, Len. Who's the lucky lady?
I'm going to the bank to discuss a mortgage.
See, you need a loan, you put on a suit, you go crawling to the bank. This is how I dress to get a mortgage. I just go to LendingTree. I calculate how much home I can afford. I get multiple offers to compare side by side. And the best part is, the banks come crawling to me.
Everything you need to get a better mortgage. Clothing optional. LendingTree. When banks compete, you win.
Okay.
Awkward.
Come into Captain D's for fresh-made seafood meals at a price you'll love. Enjoy a variety of batter-dipped, fresh-grilled, and hand-breaded favorites like our Southern-style fish tenders. Plus, customize your meal with your choice of 2 sides. For full meals starting at just $4.99, it's gotta be D's.
Join host Neil deGrasse Tyson for an epic adventure into time, space, and life.
We've only just opened our eyes.
Cosmos, the worldwide premiere event this Sunday at 9 on these Fox networks.
Thursday on Fox Sports South. Braves spring training is in full swing. Watch as they look to clip the Cardinals' wings during a sunny Florida showdown. Braves, Cardinals, Thursday at 1 on Fox Sports South. Brought to you by Nissan.
Hey, we're the Fox Sports South girls, and you're watching Sports South.
The Lady Vols have come all the way back from 15 down in the first half to even this game at 43 all.
Well, they've had some experience with that this season, but here's Andrea Carter pull up, and here's Megan Simmons. This is where she can create a lot of her offense on the defensive end, and a beautiful heads-up play by Sierra Burdick off the back of the LSU player on the inbounds play. Tennessee has been in some holes before, Dave, and that's what we're watching right now. They were down by 15 in the first half of this game, but look at these other 4 games. Down by 14, 10, 8, and 15, and end up coming back winning by big numbers. So this is not, I wouldn't say this happens a lot to Tennessee, but they've been here before. They know how to come back and win ball games.
Happens more than Holly Warlick cares for.
Let me tell you, it'll give you gray hair long before you need it.
It didn't give you that.
Well, only my hairdresser knows.
And Tennessee, as you talked about in the first half, changing up the defense just a little bit. And Plaisance. Oh, my gosh. What a player she is.
She is that steady player right there, and shoots the ball with such confidence. And that wasn't an easy shot. That was 6'6" Mercedes Russell out there contesting it.
I was doing a game earlier this year. It was up in Kentucky. And during warm-ups, I look over there, and she is depositing her breakfast in a trash can over there. And so she comes back around, and I'm like, you bet? Oh, I'm good. I'm really good.
She just had to lighten the load a little bit right there.
I mean, what a competitor.
Boy, it's physical under there on the boards. Right now, you're having to work hard no matter what team you're on to get a rebound.
And I think they're going to let Plaisance operate as long as Russell's on her. And Holly Warlick's going to have to go back to Izzy Harrison.
Well, no question. You've got to be able to defend Plaisance everywhere on the floor.
Simmons. And they're going to get Burdick for the foul. She got a little frustrated. And this timeout comes at a really good time. All these two teams are going at it, and it is a joy to watch. LSU on top by 5.
At Regions Bank, passion for the SEC is the name of the game, and we're ready to let you in on our winning plays. Move fast. With mobile banking, you've got your finances at your fingertips. Play the whole field. Use a Regions Visa debit card at the game or anywhere Visa is accepted. Position yourself for success. With convenient branch locations and ATMs, you're a part of our team wherever you are. Show your support for the SEC by visiting a Regions Bank today. Regions, the official bank of the SEC.
It gives you a tremendous sense of pride to own your own business.
We sell ourselves. We sell our name. We sell our image. We want that image to stick.
I'm always introducing myself. I'm always handing out cards.
Vistaprint allows business owners to more effectively and affordably promote their business.
The fact that we use Vistaprint to put our name out in the community in everything that we do just goes to show the level of confidence that we have in Vistaprint.
The easy-to-use tools and templates at Vistaprint.com make it simple to look professional and coordinate your marketing across everything from business cards to websites to postcards and more. See how easy today. Enter promo code TV250 and get 250 cards for just $10.
250 cards. You can leave a lot of impressions with that.
I have about 20 to 50 business cards on me at any time.
Enter promo code TV250 today, and we'll cover the shipping for free.
I'm not sure there is much else you can do for $10 from a marketing standpoint.
Vistaprint.com.
48-43. LSU has come out of the timeout since Tennessee tied it up. And it has been a 5-0 run by Teresa Plaisance. And LSU has stretched it back out to a 5-point lead. 6'5" senior out of New Orleans, Vanderbilt Catholic High School. See what she has done tonight. My goodness. What a luxury for a coach to not only have somebody with that kind of talent, but that kind of consistency now.
Well, you're right. And she can shoot. She's 3 for 5 from the three. She can score on the block, 15-footers. And she's having a heck of a day today.
Moncrief. She has not yet scored. But she has made life difficult, and she has gotten herself to the free throw line.
Well, her speed and quickness really creates a problem for anybody that plays LSU, because not a lot of people have that kind of athlete on their team. She'll continue to develop her offensive game as she goes through a full offseason with this coaching staff at LSU, being just a freshman. And her game will get significantly better. You see?
Oh, boy, that's a pretty good list, isn't it?
It's an excellent list. She's a great defender. She leads the team in steals this year, and that's behind Danielle Ballard, who broke the freshman steal record last year for LSU.
Now that free throw by Moncrief was the first bench point of the night for LSU. Oh, Arden almost had that one. Great play by Simmons. Her concentration to keep her eye on that basketball, and now she's trying to get her team fired up to play a little defense.
Well, when you're a shooter like Megan Simmons is, there's nothing better than a clean look jumper from about 10 feet.
There's that good defense by Harrison.
Really nice play by Andrea Carter. She just quick hands, finished the last 2 layups. Remember that first one she got in transition, she missed it.
And that was the change that Holly Warlick had to make. Izzy Harrison in there on the hedge. Moncrief again.
Oh, what a beautiful finish. And she went up with a lot of contact right there and knocked that thing home.
And she took an extra step, did Harrison. The thing I've been impressed with, Nell, is how well coached. And it's obvious these are 2 great coaches, but how well coached these 2 teams are, because when one team has made an adjustment, the other has adjusted back without a call coming from the bench. There's been great recognition by the players on the floor.
Well, you have to give, I think, Andrea Carter credit for that on the Tennessee end. That's a smart basketball player. Just a redshirt freshman. She's got a lot of years still ahead of her. Good decisions.
They ran her through a bunch of screens right there, though.
Right when I said good decision, she fouled on the shot. But aggressive on trying to get the block right here by Andrea Simmons. She has to get through 2 screens right here. It's a little overzealous right here. Was that her foul or was that Bashara Graves' foul?
It was Graves that was whistled for the foul.
Yeah, Graves came behind her. Looked like Andrea Carter had a good hand on the ball for the block.
Could have been any one of 3, though, because Moncrief got by them all.
That's that speed and quickness by her. She's so athletic and quick to the basket.
And so what Nikki Caldwell does, I just noticed this on the bench, when she gets ready to go back to Shanice McKinney, she has her go get on the bike and get loose. So she just sent her back there. Get that heart rate up.
That's smart. You want to go in there warm, ready to go.
Boy, these teams are battling in a really good way.
Well, it's the SEC tournament. It's the quarterfinals. You're trying to get to the semis. It's the most exciting time of the year. This is the best day of the tournament. You see how hard these kids are fighting.
Carter, maybe surprised that she was as open as she was. And there's Moncrief again. That's at least 3 and maybe 4 straight trips that she has drawn a foul on the drive.
Well, right now, Tennessee does not have an answer for her speed to the basket. You have to get to her early in the backcourt, or right as she gets across half court, maybe even send another defender at her to slow her down. Because once she gets her head down in that head of steam, she is really hard to stop.
And here's what's going to happen. Is they're going to start trying to slide over and slow her down a little bit, and that's going to open it up for somebody else.
Well, that's the risk you take. You have to pick your poison right here. You want to give up the layup or give up the 3? And most coaches will want to give up the layup and not the 3.
Harrison gathered herself well. That was a pretty play.
Such a nice touch around the basket, Isabel Harrison does.
Gotten called for traveling a couple of times, but that was a really good play. Sants can't get the spinner.
Sants is really struggling.
Wow.
She's going to need a breather here in a minute.
Did you see Reynolds look over the Tennessee bench after she scored that? She couldn't believe it went in. Great basketball game. Whistle and timeout, LSU.
It's a great timeout by Nikki Caldwell because Teresa Plaisance is so tired right now. You don't want to waste your offensive possession.
Take a look at this.
Jordan Reynolds, a freshman out of Oregon right here. She's excited about that one. It's tournament time, Coach. Let me in. Let me play.
Started that shot up from about her knees.
Yeah, whatever it takes. She's probably trying to keep it away from it getting potentially blocked. But does a great job finishing right there. You know, this environment has to be exciting for freshman day. For the first time to come to the conference tournament and see all this orange if you're a Lady Vol or your school colors if you're the purple if you're LSU. It's just the excitement in this arena right now is fantastic.
I swear, the way you're pumped up, you're going to be coaching. You're going to be coaching again before the Final Four. She has got the fever again. Moncrief one more time. Great defense.
I'll tell you, great call. We might not have seen that call by every official right there, but Sierra Burdick had her hand all over the basketball right here.
Oh, yeah. And Burdick had gotten a big dose of Moncrief driving around her about the last 5 trips. Arrow with LSU. They get it back. And Simmons guilty of the bump. Second foul against Simmons, and there has been a lot of contact out front tonight. I've seen a lot of people getting chipped, if you will, on screens and things.
Well, there really has been, and Megan Simmons works hard to get on top of the screen, and you have to go on top of the screen with John Kinney, or she'll stop and pop a 3. So the defensive decision to go on top is good by Simmons, but she's got to be careful. Needs a little help by her post player to help slow the ball down.
I'm not sure if Kinney has a shot attempt this half. If she does, yes, she does. She made her only shot. She got a 2. Not many.
But, you know, even without the shot attempts by Kinney, she still does other things on the floor that's so valuable. She's a smart defender, strong help side, draws charges, handles the ball well.
And Tennessee, who came into this tournament 3rd in the league in three-point shooting, is 0 of 7 from outside the arc.
Well, that's because Megan Simmons really hasn't gotten on track at all, and she's the one normally knocking down those threes.
Whistle on the baseline, and they're going to get Moncrief with the foul before the shot went up. It's her second. Take a look at Simmons, the senior from Texas. Last time out against South Carolina, 16 points, 3 assists in just 23 minutes. And there she goes. Couldn't get the roll. But Harrison on the board. Not once, but twice.
What a great job by Izzy Harrison staying with it, not running back down the floor after putting the ball up. She stayed with the ball, making sure it went in the basket.
McKinney got it. And they say that Reynolds got the block. Nikki Caldwell might be looking at a timeout.
But right here, when Tennessee gets that running game going, gets these Lady Vol fans behind them, that's a lot of energy going at the basket on the offensive end.
Second tie of the night. Izzy Harrison, 16 points and 8 boards. Burdick with 11 boards now and 8 points. And Harrison with another rebound.
It's a great job of following the path of the ball by Izzy Harrison.
That's number 12. Kenny goes to the deck, and yes, they say it's an offensive foul on Sierra Burdick.
There's another charge drawn by John Kinney. It's what she does best. Holly Warlick doesn't like the call, but I'm sure Nikki Caldwell does, and John Kinney does too.
For SEC basketball fans, the road to the Final Four goes through Atlanta at the SEC Men's Basketball Tournament. And while the players compete in the round-of-ball action at the Georgia Dome, fans can experience the awesome Sunkissed Soda SEC Fanfare event at the Outdoor International Plaza, just a three-pointer from the Georgia Dome. Meet former SEC basketball stars, compete at interactive games and attractions, and much more. Before your favorite team hits the hardwood, hit the Sunkissed Soda SEC Fanfare, March 13 through March 16. Admission is free.
Dang! Get that man a towel, he's wet again. Are you kidding me?
Looks like he's in the romper.
Can y'all believe that? He's on the beach.
Actually, that's a great place to be.
Gulf Shores and Orange Beach, where SEC families come to play.
The greatest part about coaching in the SEC is the competitiveness.
The opportunity to compete at the very highest level of athletics.
It's a great opportunity every night to become all that you can become.
Tradition of this league and the great players and the great teams that have come out of this league.
To be a great mentor and to see a kid grow from being an 18-year-old kid to a 22-year-old adult, I think that's what coaching is all about.
I coach because I love the game of basketball. I coach because basketball is my passion.
55-55, number 6 Tennessee, the number 2 seed in this SEC tournament. Tied up with LSU for the third time.
What a great finish by Megan Simmons right here behind the backboard off the glass. That's nice. Let's take a look at, oh my gosh, yeah. That's worth a second look, Dave. That's worth 2 right there. And here comes John Kinney. We're going to look at this charge on that last play. She's got her, and you know, it's the dip. It's when you do any kind of dipping with the shoulder into the defender, and that's where Sierra Burke gets the charge right there. But Dave, I'm looking at the stats right here. Tennessee has 44 points in the paint to LSU's 14, and that's why they're weathering the storm of not hitting a three-point shot tonight. LSU 8 for 17, Tennessee 0 for 8.
93 straight games that the Lady Vols have made a three-pointer. The last time they didn't make a triple against DePaul on December 11th of 2011. And Plaisance battling in there. Boy, Carter went down hard. She's still down. Harrison took a tough fall.
Well, it is so physical in the paint for any kind of rebound today.
And Ballard was whistled for that foul. Boy, you just see the effort that's being expended. Harrison got her neck bent back earlier.
Well, it is, every rebound is physical right now because players are going hard after extra possessions.
Tennessee's last lead was at 4-3 at the 18:23 mark of the first half.
Danielle Ballard pleading her case, and she didn't hit the ball out of bounds, but it's Lady Vols' ball on the baseline.
This one is going to go right down to the last possession. It doesn't feel like anything else could happen in a game in which two teams have battled so evenly and so hard. Shot clock at 5. Good defense by the Lady Tigers. And that's the only thing I've noticed about her play throughout the season. She exerts so much effort. Does she have a little less left in the legs in the latter stages of the game? Harrison gives the Lady Vols their first lead since it was 4-3.
Well, that's got to give Tennessee a big boost right there, but expect LSU to come back at them hard offensively. They've got to find a way to attack the basket. Get a high percentage shot right now, not settle for the 3.
Carter's done a nice job on Ballard. Ballard drew that foul, but I think overall that Andrea Carter has really done a nice job on Ballard. But Carter picks up her third.
Well, I agree with you, Dave. I think Andrea Carter is a tremendous defender. to start with. She has great lateral movement, tremendous speed. And Danielle Ballard is not an easy player to guard, especially in the open court when she's bringing the ball down the floor.
And here's the deal. Now, you know, Ballard is so good with the basketball in her hands. But it is such an adventure sometimes at the free throw line. She's 1 of 5 tonight.
And that's where you have to be able to step up there and knock those free throws down, especially in these close games.
Simmons gets the bucket, and they say that Harden hit her. Tennessee with a chance for a three-point play.
I would find it hard to believe that Thompson Bowling Arena gets any louder than it is right now in the Gwinnett Center. The Lady Vols have come out today to support their team. And Megan Simmons might be waking up right now offensively.
These Lady Vol fans that have turned out are really getting after it. 9-0 is the Tennessee run, and the Lady Vols have their biggest lead at 5. Harden way off. And here comes Simmons. Wow. Harrison got another offensive rebound. And they say that Harden fouled her.
Well, you see where LSU now getting a little tight. Offensively, they're settling for three-point shots instead of working that ball inside and trying to get that higher percentage shot or get themselves to the free throw line.
Harden goes out. Moncrief comes in. And take a listen to these numbers. Harrison now, 18 points, 10 rebounds.
Today, she's done it all year long. She has been their rock in the paint for Tennessee. She's their go-to post player. Her game has just grown so much between her sophomore and junior year.
So you got those numbers on Harrison. Burdick, 8 points and 11 rebounds. Carter got an offensive board. Graves with 9 points and 9 boards. And a lot of contact. And they call a block on Teresa Plaisance.
Well, that's I'm going to have to take a look at that one again. That's why I'm not an official, because I would hate to have to make that call right there. But it sends Bashar Graves to the free throw line for 1-1.
Boy, Plaisance appeared as though she was just waiting, and she was well outside of the circle. But it is what it is. The Tennessee run. LSU badly in need of a basket. And now they're going to get Moncrief for an offensive foul.
Look, there's that shoulder drop. You cannot drop that shoulder into the defender. And Reggie Moncrief drops it right there.
And listen to this Tennessee crowd as LSU takes timeout.
Well, this is a time where LSU has to regain their composure offensively. They're settling for shots outside the arc. And then on the penetration right there, got a little overzealous, dropped the shoulder, and draws the offensive foul. So their offensive composure has to come back around to them. And I'm sure Nikki Caldwell is not happy right now with the officiating. Been a couple of questionable calls. But they've got to maintain their composure and stay within this game offensively and match what the Lady Vols are doing on their end.
Joe, those were beady pajamas or what those were? The biggest difference in this one is the rebounding number, though. 44-24 in favor of Tennessee.
And it started from the very beginning of the game.
What a move. What a play by Harrison.
Well, Izzy Harrison is pulling out all her offensive offensive weaponry right now. We're seeing her score in a variety of ways.
14-0 is the Tennessee run. Look at the difference in points in the paint. A 36-point LSU deficit. And Plaisance got 2 good looks and couldn't convert.
Well, you have to think Teresa Plaisance is a little tired right now. She's wearing it a little bit on her face. She's played some big minutes and has to go down in the defensive end and guard a very physical Tennessee post player.
Now she's trying to check Graves, who got loose. Wow. Are you kidding me? What a devastating run by the tournament's #2 seed and the 6th-ranked club in the country. Tennessee has stormed back. And now the Lady Vols lead by 12.
People join Angie's List for all kinds of reasons.
I go to Angie's List to gauge whether or not the projects will be done in a timely fashion and within budget.
Angie's List members can tell you which provider is the best in town.
You'll find reviews on everything from home repair to healthcare.
Now that we're expecting, I like the fact I can go onto Angie's List and look for pediatricians.
The service providers that I've found on Angie's List actually have blown me away.
Find out why more than 2 million members count on Angie's List. Angie's List. Reviews you can trust.
Unbelievable! This is the stuff of legends!
For glory, the best of the Pac-12. Light it up.
Yeah. Oh, he nails it.
Live from Las Vegas on Fox Sports 1.
Off the glass.
A battle for the title.
Takes it all the way to the rack.
A shot at greatness.
Game over.
The Pac-12 tournament begins Thursday on Fox Sports 1.
We are the Fourth. We are Sports Out.
The 2014 SEC Women's Basketball Tournament is brought to you by Regions Bank and by Toyota. That's the trophy they're playing for. Boy, what a spurt we have seen by the 6th-ranked team in the land. The Tennessee Lady Vols with a 16-0 run over the last 4 minutes and 54 seconds. And there's a look at our Regions Bank plays of the game. There you see Harrison and Simmons. Not been a typical Simmons kind of night, but Harrison and company have really done the job inside.
Well, it's taken Megan Simmons a while to heat up, but what she does bring this team now, even though 11 points, when she gets heated up, everybody feeds off of her and has given the Lady Vols a lot of energy because of her reaction after she scores, after she steals the ball, all those types of things. And Izzy Harrison has really been an unstoppable force inside for the Lady Vols.
Graves now with 14 points and 9 rebounds. Harrison, 21 and 11. Burdick, 8 points and 11 boards. Wow, LSU just cannot buy one.
It has been a long time since LSU has scored, and everything just seems such a struggle for them, no matter where they're shooting it from. But really, mostly underneath the basket, how big Tennessee is, the contested shots, just nothing's dropping for them.
Over 5 minutes to go. Or over a 5-minute span has been the drought at the 8:32 mark. LSU led 55-51. And since then, LSU has been outscored by the Lady Vols 17-0.
Well, this is where LSU has needed some help from some other players. Plaisant's a little tired. She's having to defend some physical post players. And this is where your Danielle Ballard, your Reggie Moncrief, they have to really step up and start knocking down some shots. But it's been hard to score inside. It's been hard to get around and not run into this Tennessee help when they get to the paint for the perimeter players of LSU.
Simmons got them both. Last thing Tennessee wants to do now is foul. And Ballard gets the follow. It comes at the 3:08 mark. And that breaks a drought of about 5 minutes and 26 seconds.
Well, the one thing right now in this timeout, the ball game is far from over. 3 minutes is a long, long time for LSU.
Here's a look at the brackets. South Carolina and Kentucky both moving on to one semifinal appearance tomorrow. South Carolina really impressive today. And Kentucky had to get past a gutty Florida team. And the 6th seed Auburn taking on Texas A&M, the last team to make its first appearance in this SEC tournament. Coming up after this one. Wow. I think they've had some success in this deal, Tennessee.
Well, they have. And you know, another interesting fact about Tennessee, they have been second place in the SEC eight times. And each one of those times they were second in the league in the regular season, they came to this tournament and won the tournament. So here they are. They finished second in the league this their 9th year. And here they are at the tournament. Can they keep the streak alive?
That's what I call the Jack Nicklaus stat. Everybody talks about all those major titles that Nicklaus had, those 18, but how many times did he finish second? Unbelievable. Simmons with a steal. And smartly comes back and sets it up and draws the foul.
A little bit of a costly turnover right there for LSU because at that timeout, it was just over 3 minutes. A lot of time left in this game. Right here, LSU gets the ball, the steal, but then turns it over.
Simmons missed that one. Sierra Burdick got herself a nice rest. And you see the difference between the first half and the second half. You knew she was not going to replicate that first 20 minutes.
You know, she had 31 points in Baton Rouge the last time these two teams played. So she totally believes she can score against this LSU team. She's just had a little bit of a cold spell today.
Well, and she's already up there anyway, but it's different when you are the absolute emphasis of the scouting report.
Well, you're absolutely right. She's had to work hard for everything she has scored today. LSU early on face guarding her, really making her have to move a lot off of the ball to try to even touch the ball. How about Sierra Burdick? She's had a nice day. Working on a double-double right now. 11 boards and 8 points. She's really, her game has really come on strong towards the end of this regular season.
It's tough to go down this Tennessee roster and find somebody that's not working on a double-double. They have put in the work.
Handling the ball right now by Tennessee, using some of this shot clock. They've got enough points to win the game. They've got to take care of this ball, play solid defense on the other end.
27-point turnaround in this game. LSU goes from 15 up 12 down.
You know, it's a real credit to Tennessee's competitive spirit to be 15 down and never stop believing that you're going to win this ball, win the game.
And that's the 5th foul against Regine Moncrief.
Well, we're watching one of the young superstars of this league. By the time she's a junior and senior, she will be one of the best players in this league without a doubt.
I agree. Been hampered at the end of this season by that knee that she tweaked back on February 23rd. But correct me if both of these teams will be hosting first and second round games in the NCAA tournament, right?
They will.
Kentucky's a host site. Texas A&M's a host site. I'm sure Blair will have the air conditioning turned off in their locker room.
Painted pink, all that kind of stuff.
Won't be any running water. Bowls of candy.
Well, one thing you can count on Gary Blair doing, he will definitely do all he can to fill his arena. He is an excellent marketing. Look, we think he's a coach. We see him coaching, but that man is a showman. You know that, don't you?
He's one of those guys, one of those. You used to call him one of those Southern Sharpies. I'm just a poor guy trying to.
Don't believe it.
You know what I mean?
He suckers you in. You fall for it. But he does a great job of marketing his program in College Station. He did it when he was at Stephen F. Austin. They would draw 4,000 or 5,000 people. He did it at Arkansas. They would pack the house at Arkansas, and he's doing it at Texas A&M.
Timeout. Taken by Tennessee. And you see the margin at 12, and coming up next, Tyrese Tanner, 3rd in the SEC in scoring. Courtney Walker, she's had a big year as well. She's got some folks to help.
Tyrese Tanner last night, or I should say the Tanner sisters. Her sister Tracy had 17 points. Tyrese was 16. They really led the charge, Auburn over Ole Miss last night.
Courtney Walker, Carla Gilbert. Cheery a day, but Jordan Jones has had a triple-double this year, and she can match Moncrief in terms of that flat foot speed.
You're exactly right. She's a special kind of point guard. She gets it. She knows how to handle the ball and really lead her team, setting her teammates up for nice offensive plays.
12-point game as we approach the 2-minute mark. The winner moving on to tomorrow's second semifinal. Oh, my gosh. Rick Kenny. She took a shot. Went down and no call. Check it out. Well, she got away with a push first.
Well, there really wasn't a whole lot of anything, but John Kenny really does a great job of trying to sell a play. And there's many more times where she draws fouls, but right there, she was working hard. She was working hard to get the call. Can't fault her for that. But I don't really think there was a whole lot there.
She's still trying to sell it then.
She is. She's not.
I mean, if there's not a whole lot there, she's still trying to sell it.
She's not going to let it go. But now, I don't know. It wasn't in the play. So maybe she got hit harder than it looked like on the replay. But
well, here's the thing, too. The point of emphasis this year has been the excessive contact above the shoulders. They can still go to the monitor. And I think Bev Roberts is going to do that.
Well, I like that they can go to the monitor and they can work the situation out, because if there is something there that needs to be taken, be penalized, and they need to know about it. It didn't take long to make that decision, though, Dave. There wasn't enough there. So it'll be Tennessee's ball on the side.
Bev Roberts is the quickest reviewer in all of officiating. NFL, CFL, whatever FL you want to talk about. She takes a look at it, and she's done with it. I bet she plays a round of golf in about 3 hours.
These officials don't have time to play golf. Oh, she gets the travel call before the shot goes off.
Thought Reynolds was looking at a 4-point play, but Roberts says no. That's a tough runner by Ballard. A held ball. McKinney and Harrison. And Tennessee still has the arrow. Main thing on that review, though, they got it right, I think.
Well, and if we were calling an NBA game right now, John Kinney might be getting fined about $5,000 for the. Would they not have called that a flop, maybe?
I guess they could have. If she was making that money, though, she'd be able to afford it.
Andrea Carter going to the free throw line.
Graves up cheering off the bench, and that's going to be number 5 against Teresa Plaisance. And it'll end the SEC career of a real warrior.
Fantastic player. And, you know, she didn't get a lot of minutes her freshman and sophomore years playing behind some more experienced players. But I tell you what, she made up for lost time in her junior and senior year. And she'll finish it out at home in Baton Rouge and try to have an opportunity to move on to a Sweet 16 and beyond in the NCAA tournament.
Look at that family bloodline. She might end up in coaching.
Well, she definitely has. She's experienced a lot in that department.
And a big round of applause from this Tennessee crowd as Izzy Harrison comes out. 21 points and 12 rebounds for Harrison. All 5 Lady Vols starters in double figures.
Andrea Carter doing a nice job taking care of the basketball.
And there's a steal by Harden. And Ballard just tried to do a little too much with it. Tennessee relentless in its defense. And our Regions Bank player of the game, Isabel Harrison.
16th double-double of the season. That's pretty impressive right there.
I'd hug her up, too. The way that young lady played.
I'd take her to go eat whatever she wanted to eat tonight and get her ready for tomorrow.
Boy, Harrison has just played so well down the stretch.
Megan Simmons going out to a nice round of applause from the Lady Vol fans.
Boy, and they have been loud and proud with good reason this evening. Boy, Harden got hit on the way down. I think they actually hit heads. I think Carter went up in the air, and she might have gotten the worst of that. Golly, it has been a physical game.
It really has been extremely physical, but right here, there's...
Oh, see that? It was like Harden got hit on Carter's shoulder, and Carter hit her head right on Harden's head.
It was just that incidental contact right there. Harden was trying to regain her balance. And the two just knocked heads right there. It has been an extremely physical game, whether it's been on the perimeter or in that paint.
And you don't want to see that anytime, but they especially don't want to see that on the Tennessee bench with what they have dealt with this year with Ariel Massengale. There you see what Carter has done as Massengale's replacement. Massengale has now missed 10 games because of what they're calling a facial injury.
You know, Andrea Carter besides shooting the ball 51%. That's really good. But to me, she's just a great facilitator for Tennessee. She moves the ball. She's a ball mover. She wants to set her teammates up. And when she finds the right shot for herself as the point guard, she takes it.
And Carter hops over the bench. Looks like she's okay. She's here in front of the home folks. She's fine.
Well, she's a great energy player. A tremendous, just her attitude, her energy. All of her teammates can feed off of it.
Boy, and Harden goes out. She's taking that shoe off quickly over there on the LSU bench. She's in all kinds of duress as they get ready for the NCAAs.
You see LSU playing this out to the very end because there is still more basketball to play after the SEC tournament. So you want to play smart all the way to the end and still continue to work on things.
LSU 19-12 on the year after tonight. Tennessee will run its record to 25-5. And the Lady Vols will win this game. And if the foul is committed by Burdick, they'll win this game without making a three for the first time in 93 games unless they get one at the buzzer.
Well, what's impressive about that is they still scored 77 points with no three-pointers, but it's those points in the paint that were such a big reason for the ability to get ahead. Now, if I'm reading this stat right, that's 52 points in the paint for the Lady Vols. So if you're scouting Tennessee, you have to play them next. You've got to find a way to shut down this Tennessee post game, and it's not easy to do with the size of 6'6" Mercedes Russell, 6'4" Izzy Harrison, 6'2" Bashar Graves, and they're physical.
Let's see what Tennessee does. They're going to dribble it out. 0 of 8 from outside tonight. First time in 93 games. December of 2011. But you know what? They do not care.
It does not matter.
And there is genuine affection between Holly Warlick and Nikki Caldwell, who have been through the wars together. And now they battle each other. And it's Tennessee that becomes the third semifinalist. Who will be the fourth? Texas A&M and Auburn getting set to battle for the right to meet Tennessee in the second semifinal. We've got the final quarterfinal matchup when we come back to Duluth.